After years of noisy roommates, suffocating landlords, and cracked ceilings, this place felt like a dream. Bright walls, clean floors, and a view of the street below that caught the golden glow of the afternoon sun. The rent was surprisingly low, but she convinced herself she'd just been lucky. The agent, a pale woman named Noreen, had been oddly hurried during the handover. "Everything's in order," she said, sliding the keys across the counter. "Please, don't move the mirrors. They're part of the structure." Alina laughed, thinking it was a strange joke. Mirrors as part of the structure? Maybe it was a superstitious thing. She promised she wouldn't touch them. The flat had 3 mirrors. One large oval in the hallway, one small round above the sink, and a tall rectangular one opposite her bed. They were old-fashioned, the kind that warped the edges of your reflection, but she didn't mind. That night she unpacked until midnight. The building was silent, except for the faint hum of city life below. Around 1 a.m., she noticed something strange. All the mirrors were tilted slightly downward, like they were avoiding her eyes. Curiosity itched at her. She went to the hallway mirror and gently straightened it. The metal frame groaned softly. Then, from behind the wall, came a click. She froze. It sounded mechanical, almost like the turning of a lock. For a moment she listened, nothing else. She shrugged it off, went to bed, and fell asleep under the soft buzz of the streetlights outside. At 3:12 a.m., a sound woke her. Tap, tap, tap. It was coming from the mirror. Still half asleep, she turned on her lamp. The sound stopped instantly. Her reflection looked normal. Pale face, messy hair, confused eyes. She got up and leaned closer. Nothing. She laughed quietly. "You're losing it, Lina," she muttered, switching the light off. As she climbed back into bed, she could have sworn she saw her reflection smile, a second too late. The next morning, Alina went down to the ground floor to collect a delivery. There she met Mr. Rafiq, the building's caretaker. He was an old man with clouded eyes and a permanent tremor in his hand. "You're the new tenant in 4B, yes?" he asked. "Yes. Just moved in yesterday." He nodded slowly, squinting at her face. "Did you move the mirrors?" Alina hesitated. "Well, I adjusted one." "Why?" The old man's expression hardened. "Don't touch them again. They're there to keep things quiet." "Things?" she repeated, frowning. He didn't answer. He just walked away, muttering prayers under his breath. That night the tapping returned, louder this time, faster. Alina sat up and stared at the mirror across her room. The sound came from inside it, like fingernails against glass. Her heart pounded. She grabbed her phone and turned on the flashlight. The reflection shimmered strangely, as though she was looking through water, and then the smell hit her. A faint odor of something damp, decaying. She approached slowly. The surface of the mirror fogged over, though the room was cold and dry. As she reached out to wipe it, a faint handprint appeared from the inside. She stumbled backward, knocking over her lamp. The tapping stopped. Silence filled the room, thick and heavy. After several minutes, she forced herself to look again. The mirror was clear. Her own terrified reflection stared back at her. That night, she barely slept. Over the next few days, the flat began to change. The air grew heavier. The lavender scent that once filled the rooms turned musty, almost metallic. Every morning, Alina found the mirrors slightly tilted again, even though she hadn't touched them. Sometimes she would hear faint whispers when she walked past the hallway, soft voices repeating her name. By the 4th day, she stopped looking into the mirrors altogether, but the mirrors didn't stop looking at her. Friday evening, her friend Mira came over. "This place is gorgeous," Mira said, spinning around. "You really lucked out." Alina smiled weakly. "Yeah, it's fine, I guess. Just weird stuff sometimes." She told Mira about the mirrors, about the sounds, about the smell. Mira laughed. "You're just stressed." "New place jitters." "Maybe," Alina said. Mira went to the hallway to check the mirrors herself. "These? They're just old. See?" She reached up and tilted the oval mirror upright. Click. Both women froze. The sound was unmistakable. The same mechanical lock behind the wall. "Okay," Mira said nervously. "That's creepy." Suddenly, the lights flickered. The mirror trembled slightly. For a split second, their reflections didn't move. Then, in the dim light, both reflections smiled. Wide, unnatural, too many teeth. The lights went out. Mira screamed. When the lights flickered back, Alina was alone. She called out, her voice shaking. "Mira?" No answer. The front door was still locked. Her friend's phone and bag were on the table. She turned toward the hallway and froze. In the mirror,